Today we are going to learn about commands and comments in a LaTeX document, and we will see a few commands. So this is our document.tex file that we have seen in our earlier videos, and the key toolbar is turned on. Line numbers are on. You can see in preferences line numbers are on. And in this document you can see that in line number 4 /document class. So this is a command in LaTeX. So any word starting with f / is a command, and you can see that line number 8 we have use package command. Again it is used few more times. So use package is a command, document class is another command, use text library, new theorem, begin, table of contents, chapter, and we have a command here subsection, section, subsection. Then we have another command here. So it's just this simple, left curly brace, left curly bracket. Okay, then we have commands like subsection star. This is different from subsection. There is a star attached at the right. So this is another command. This command is different from the first earlier command. It is used for another purpose. It is used to create subsections without numbering. And we have commands like chapter, section, subsection, star. Then we have begin again, item. There is another command called item. Item command is used for listing out items in a list. This is a list actually. Begin description. Description is a list environment in which is used to create a list of items, and each item should be written with an item command. So you will write item /item, then you will write what is the first item in that list. Then you will write /item again, and you will give the second item on that list. So for any list, we will use this pattern. So item command is used for showing that this is item number 1, this is item number 2, and such. And we have end command. So every begin command should be paired with an end command of same type. So we are inside description command. So we started here begin in description, and we have ended here end description. You should not end something like this is already in, we are already in begin document. So you can see that begin document is there on line 36, and we have end document in line 332. In between these two commands, in between these two begin and end commands, we have many environments. Something like we have begin, we have begin text picture and end text picture. Here we have begin figure, begin text picture. So we are inside an environment figure. Inside that environment, we again go further inside text environment, text picture environment, and then when we come out of this environment, we should come out of the inner environment first. Therefore, end text picture will come first. End text picture comes first. Then we will have end figure environment, and at the end we will have end document environment. So this is called the nesting of environments inside. And so this is the begin and end commands are for implementing environments, and there is a hierarchy, nesting of environments. The inner environments should be closed first. Otherwise, we will get errors, and it is difficult to correct those errors. It is difficult to recognize what went wrong. And we have other things like if you look at line number 1, 2, 5, 6, etc. There is something written in different color actually. This is because of syntax highlighting. So these commands are comments. It starts with percentage. That is what is common for all these lines. So everything starting with percentage. The minus symbol is not that necessary. You can see that here. This is also a comment. It starts with percentage, then so it will not be treated as a command. Everything after percentage is ignored completely. So why do we write something in that is not needed for creating PDF. This is for our reference. We are writing some document. We have some notes for our reference, something like the source of information, the date of entry, or other details. So for such details, we can use comments, and also for tracking errors, something like something went wrong somewhere in between a line. So you can add comments and check what went wrong. Something like if I type a backslash by mistake, instead of here I will type here. Okay. So when I generate PDF, there will be some error. And when I go to that log file, again, I'm looking for a red line. So we found that line. So there is something wrong in line number 50. So it reads a different way we divide chapter into. So, okay, I read through these lines, but I'm not able to understand what's went wrong. What I will do is I will jump to line number 50. So in here we have syntax highlighting. There is a way to track this error. But even if I miss this error, there is a way to check. What I will do is I will comment this part. I will generate. The PDFs will generate and it will have that first sentence. It have the first sentence, the other two sentences are not there. So it is a comment that thinks it is not needed. So what we will do, we will come back. We will add comment here. We will remove the comment after the first sentence and added it after the second sentence. We will generate again. Again it works. It generates a PDF and those two lines came up. Okay, so there is nothing wrong in those two lines. So again we will delete that comment. We will add that after that and I will generate again. Now there is error. If I check the log, there is something wrong in line number 50. And now we are sure that there is something wrong in between these 2 points. So that way, this is much easier to find errors in a LaTeX document. So we can use comments. We don't have to delete everything. We can disable certain parts of the document and compile and see whether the error is there or not. So if error is not there, the error was something related to the commented portion. And something you need to take care about is that in the case of begin and end environments, there is much more complications. So you need to use this commenting in a technical way. So for normal sentences, it is okay. But complicated structures, like I will show something like this. Inside this, commenting is not that easy. So this is a table. Begin table, tabular is a tabular data and it has some CRRR. This is a command. Okay, this is a format of writing a table. So we will see this later. So if I disable some portion of this, error will come up even if everything is correct about the document, because it requires some components, and if we disable a portion of that line, it will remain as an error even if you correct everything wrong. So that is, the syntax demands some components, and if you disable those components, it will not work. So that the comment mechanism is not useful in this case. So for normal sentences, paragraphs, it will work. For complicated structures like environments, it's a bit difficult actually. In this matrix environment, it's difficult to track errors using the commenting feature. And also we have another thing called an environment for writing equations, like not for drawing images. So this is an environment for drawing images, text picture. It draws images, it draws nodes, then it draws lines. So if I disable a portion of this line, the entire command will give an error, because that command needs more components to complete. For completion of command, something like this draw command needs some content inside that, and it should end with semicolon. So these are elementary. So commenting will not work in this case. The better way is you copy this line, comment it, and try changing that line. That's the alternative of commenting a portion and generating PDF. So for complicated environments, our mechanism will not work. But for simple mechanisms like writing paragraphs, equations, and all those stuff, commenting is a very useful feature to track errors. Thank you.